Yeah, God, I don't know. We have 11 sick people now. Although the clan as a whole seems satisfied, both farmers and weapon thanes are carrying grudges just under the surface. Distributing wealth may help, or sacrifice for Chalana Arroy's hope blessing. Do we even have that unlocked? No. We'd be sacrificing trying to learn it, I guess. Okay. So they're resolved, but they're not the best they could be. We should dispense clan rings to the whole clan. Chief's neck silver is not his clan ring. Our people are fairly healthy. Okay. So Loricon here says that maybe we should do something about gifts. Yeah. So overall people are happy, but they're still kind of holding a grudge here. So should we continue our celebration of the rainbow by handing out some gifts? We do have some goods again. Right now that seems to be our only issue. We got plenty of cattle. We are very low on horses right now because we had those stolen. So we need to bear that in mind. Okay, give some gifts. Give to both. The clan ring should keep control of our goods, so we have them available when needed. Giving fewer than 10 cows would be pointless. We should distribute at least 20 worth. Oof. 20 cows worth of goods, that's a lot. Giving less than 10 would be pointless. The sagas are full of ring givers who enrichened the shield host. I don't know what's best, thanks Indala. Let's remember those who tend the always giving earth. Okay. So it looks like 10 to 20 is the consensus here. Maybe if we give 20, that'll be enough to get rid of our problems? At least 10. But should we listen to this guy and go a full 20? That's a lot, but we could also, in the next year, we could increase a trade route with the Badgers, who are now our friends, and maybe that would increase our income for goods. So we don't necessarily need to worry too much about that, I guess. Yeah, 20 is highly excessive, but this is also the customs guy. He's heroic customs. Should we maybe just listen to him this one time and hope for the best? Okay. Let's go up to 20, and let's hope we don't regret this. Okay, Vandarl and his wife Gerernalda of your clan seek your blessing in the marriage of their daughter Elgain to Harmast, son of the chieftain of the Boscovi. Vandarl is pleased with the match, and with wasn't this a thing? Didn't we already do a marriage to the Boscovi at one point? Vandarl is pleased with the match and with Harmast's bride price of 15 cows worth of goods. Gerernalda is concerned we are feuding with the Boscovi. Alas, we have a feud with them. I cannot see happiness from this marriage. So either suggest Asborn be a better match or disallow the marriage. Harmast's bride gifts are only marginally acceptable for a young woman of Elgain's rank. Allow the marriage with more gifts or just bless the marriage. Assuming we can afford it, we should match the generosity of the Boscovi, thus gaining status and respect. Bless the marriage and offer 5 cows worth of additional gifts. Wow, he just wants us to give our goods away like it's nothing. Jareen thinks good. Bless the marriage and offer more gifts. Elgain is the loveliest and sweetest bride we have to offer. Surely the Boscovi can pay a bride price more in keeping with her fine qualities, so ask for more. The Boscovi are far ahead of us in building of temples. When Elgain returns to visit, we will be shamed if we have not at least begun the construction of a new temple. So she thinks we should bless the marriage, but either ask for more or offer more of our own. One marriage is worth a dozen wars. Bless the marriage, allow the marriage with more gifts. Okay, so pretty much everyone is saying we should be okay with letting this happen, but now we need to determine, do we just bless the marriage? Do we offer a little bit more of our own? Or do we say, hey, you need to up your bride price and give us a little bit more? Remember, we are feuding with these people, so I don't know if saying they need to give us more is going to cause even worse relations. The marriage alone might neutralize it a little bit, but I'm not really sure. And we can afford more goods, but we're getting kind of low. Oh yeah, you're totally right, Yes, thank you, Pocket Ninja. I even had that note down. Yes, we are supposed to sacrifice 5 cows to Aralda. But I don't know what that means. So after this we need to sacrifice 5 cows? So, okay. Should we do the 5 cows worth of goods? Because it specifically said 5 cows, right? We have to sacrifice 5 cows, not 5 cows worth of goods. But should we be generous anyway? Why was he saying we should match the generosity? Okay. Good. Jareena's just happy this is happening. I don't know. Well, should we go ahead and pay a little bit more and then do our sacrifice? Okay. Okay, so we'll do, okay, so we'll bless the marriage and offer to pay 5 more cows worth of additional goods. Elgain, daughter of Vandarl and Gerernalda, married Harmast of the Boscovi. Everyone agreed it was a fine feast and that the couple would do well. Fantastic. Oh god. We're being raided by the trolls. There are 9 dark trolls and 144 trollkin. Luckily, our patrols spotted them, and all 14 weapon thanes met them, as well as 132 of the feared. Okay. Well. We have a lot of magic this time. That is the one good thing about this. I'm not sure that trolls count as beastmen, but... So nine dark trolls. I think dark trolls are their equivalent of the weapon thanes, so we outnumber them quite considerably. Let me look for a minute here at the wiki and see what it says about... if it says anything about trolls. Let's see. We got battle. I forget where that thing was. Okay. Fumacht increases the odds of winning the melee at the end of the battle, reduces the effectiveness of auxiliaries. Orlanth gives us a blessing, or increases the odds of winning the initial clash, thus netting us a bonus from melee. Okay, so maybe that's why we didn't do so well in the last time, because we seemed to do well in the initial clash, and then we got that bonus from melee, and then we didn't take advantage of it. So maybe that was my fault for suggesting that. Okay, it says it's worthwhile to use 1 to 3 points to help with battle. So drive them off. We have normal casualties. Works well with skirmish and charge. Kill as many as possible. Has higher casualties, but works well with maneuver and charge. We will suffer more casualties. We don't want to take captives, and just surviving, we're more likely to get plundered. I think we're in a pretty good defensive position. So we could do skirmishing slightly reduces casualties with a slightly reduced chance of victory. Maneuvering is high reward, high risk, slightly more successful when defending. Okay. So, I guess basically, we're looking at either do we want to be defensive, or do we want to try and kill the trolls, be a little more aggressive against the trolls, and try and prevent them from attacking us again. We should probably do a bit of magic. So, it's dark season. I think that favors the trolls. I don't know that the trolls are creatures of chaos, but they are definitely creatures of darkness. The troll mother goddess is one of like 5 goddesses in the lore that is a goddess of darkness. So that may have something to do. I don't actually know. I would assume this game is very detailed behind the scenes, so I would only imagine they're going to be pretty strong. So I don't know. Well, I think this is a different faction. I don't think these have anything to do with the undead or chaos necessarily. Okay, so since we have 5 magic, should we do like a total of 3? Or maybe only 2? I don't think we want to give all of it away, because we need to do that sacrifice afterward. And let's see. So Humacht increases odds of winning the second stage and thus the battle. So sacrificing to Orlanth would give us the bonus up front. I want to see if it says anywhere. Unfortunately, the wiki only has clues for the Orlanthe and the horse spawn. Orlanthe nobles expect to be brave and set an example. Okay. So, yeah, I should have read this a little bit more. So it says that Orlanthe nobles are expected to be brave and set an example. Choosing a cowardly option may keep the noble alive, but reduces the chance to win the battle. So that might be why we lost that last one. Anytime you see fight bravely, press the enemy hard, or a similar middle of the road option, it's likely for the noble to either succeed or be wounded. Rarely will they be killed. Take insane risks to win a battle, go where the fighting is worst, or similar options succeed surprisingly often, especially if the noble is renowned or heroic in combat. However, failure usually results in death. There are numerous variations with unclear options. Do you keep fighting? Do you organize? Do you care if the chosen noble lives or dies? Is it a good idea to take on Eroxy? No, the choice is yours. Okay. Let's see. What else is this saying? After the initial clash, one of your nobles may be selected for heroic combat. They face one of the situations depending on their main god, the type of enemy, and their highest skill. Okay. Let's see. When you inflict more casualties, you average more captured horses if you win. Number of horses you capture against Orlanthe is limited, but against horse spawns quite high. Okay. Well, I don't know. So, sorry. Should we do a little bit more defensive? We've been sacrificing to Orlanthe to get a bonus at the front end of the battle. Humacht would increase our odds at the tail end of the battle. And then I guess we need to decide if we're going to be skirmishing. Let's see, what do these tactics do again? Now, tactics are kind of like a rock, paper, scissors thing. So if we skirmish, we slightly reduce casualties, but also reduce our chances of victory, whereas maneuvering is high risk, high reward, and will be slightly more successful when defending. So we might be good at being in maneuvering. I don't know. Should we just keep our driving them off and maneuvering? Because I think if we're gonna kill as many as possible and try and knock them out from being a threat, we'd probably want to go charging. But I don't know if that's a great idea. I still think that Dark Season favors them a little bit. But again, I don't know that. The wiki did not imply that that was a thing. Let me look at the wiki for trolls. Trolls, sometimes called the ooze, or the uz. Habitat, they live in the northeast in Skyfall Lake, and sometimes in the Stinking Forest. Okay. They're definitely nocturnal. They operate during the day not very well. They also bear great weakness to iron. They comprise a good number of species: troll mothers, dark mothers, and trollkin. Okay. Weakest species. Yurmal is particularly fond of the trollkin. Sacrificing to him if you have a chance will increase your clan magic. Additionally, trollkin can be taken as thralls without penalty. Okay, so that's a thing. To a troll, the only thing more expendable than trollkin is 3 trollkin. Trolls don't value things the way humans do. Do not think the spoils will be great. Okay, so this doesn't actually say anything in particular about Dark Season or anything like that. Let me actually look up Dark Season. Seasons. Now we have our luck has gone up because of that rainbow, or it supposedly did. During winter, okay. During winter time, weapon things with physical rating. Okay. Trading and exploring is dangerous because of the snow. I see. All right, well, okay, so we'll just keep all this as is. Do we want to do a sacrifice? And if so, to whom? Again, Orlanth gives us a bonus at the beginning. Humacht makes it more likely to win at the end. And since we did spot them, I think we might have a good chance against having our sacrifices interrupted. Well, yeah. But I don't know if we're going to be interrupted or not, because we spotted them, so we're already prepared, and I feel like that gives you a bonus to that preparation time. Like, I don't know that they would charge us and then break it. I could be wrong, though. But so forego it this time. Okay. So we're not doing a sacrifice, and we're just going to leave everything as is. So, okay, so we're sacrificing to Humacht then? Oh, okay. Okay, so we will try a sacrifice. So, do you want to do it to Humacht then? At the end of the battle? Okay. So let's try this one then. The trolls attacked while we were sacrificing. Oh, well, so much for that. They charged right into the trap we laid for them. Good, we trapped them. Tarkalor dodges a runaway horse and collects his courage for the fight to come. How should he fight? He is very good at combat. So avoid dangerous confrontations. Fight bravely. Go to where the fighting is worst. So I just looked at that. Let me go back to battles here. So go to where the fighting is worst can succeed surprisingly often if he is of renowned or heroic combat skill. However, failure usually results in death. Fight bravely is likely for the noble to either succeed or be wounded, but rarely be killed. So this one is a little bit more cautious. This one is heroic. It sounds like we have the advantage. They broke our sacrifice, but we have got them in a trap. So... okay, so fight bravely. Okay, we'll do fight bravely then. Tarkalor fought well and became the target of the Trollkin skirmishers. They pelted him with fist-sized rocks until he fell. He dragged himself to his feet and fought for the rest of the battle, but collapsed afterward and had to be nursed back to health. Okay. There was bitter fighting. We drove the trolls off, and their survivors left without plundering our Tula. Through their healing magics, our auxiliaries kept the one warrior from dying and bandaged 4 of the wounded. So, We lost 3 people, one of them was wounded, but we did a lot to them. We killed 7 of their fighters, one of their elite fighters, and wounded a lot of their guys. So it's a little bit better. A little bit better result than last time anyway.